Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we are talking about what is the importance of having a life coach. I'm going to give you three simple, powerful experiences and realizations through three simple points about why it is important to have a coach. You will observe that 90% people don't have a coach, and that is why 90% people are ordinary. Only 10% people in the world really have a coach, but that is why only 10% people in the world are extraordinary. Everyone write down this formula 90-10. It's not the 80-20 formula, it's the 90-10 formula. What is the 90-10 formula? 90-10 formula means that 10% people in the world are literally controlling the 90% people in the world. I repeat, 10% people in the world are controlling 90% people in the world. Think about it. The richest people in the world are the 10% people in the world who are controlling the population. They are the 90% people who are doing jobs and achieving whatever money they are based on the 10% people in the world who are creating wealth, who are creating businesses. 90% people in the world are consumers. We consume things. 90% people in the world are consumers. 10% people in the world are creators. For an example, companies like Apple are done by or have been led by companies like by leaders like Steve Jobs. Is Steve Jobs only a consumer or is he a creator? Well, obviously he's a creator. All the leaders in the world, the 10% people in the world who control the wealth of the 90% people in the world, are people who are creators, they are not consumers. And all these 10% people in the world have a coach. But there are three big reasons why they have a coach. If you don't understand these three reasons, you will remain in the 90% instead of being part of the 10%. How many of you wish to be the 10% part of the world and become extraordinary? Now, those of you who are meeting me for the first time, my name is Mitesh Khatri. I and my wife Indu Khatri, we are Law of Attraction coaches, and we've been teaching this for about 20 years now. And this is our national best-selling book, The Law of Attraction. Today, we are talking about the importance of having a life coach. I'm going to give you three simple points, quick, powerful, short, but powerful learnings. Are you ready? Are you going to make notes? If yes, I'm giving you a challenge. Tell me all the 3 points in the comment section below the video. Are you ready? The very first reason is this. Everyone take your hands like this. Come on, take your hands like this. Say achieving more in less time. Come on, take your hands like this, everyone. Once again, say achieving more in less time. If you're really interested in achieving more in less time, get a coach. Why? If you keep trying to do things on your own, you will achieve less in more time. I repeat, you will achieve less in more time. People who've been able to achieve more in less time always had a coach. And look at the greatest people in the world. They all have a coach. Let's take an example. Let's take any industry in the world, whether we take industries like sports, movies, any industry in the world, the greatest people in the world always had a coach. But what did the coach do for their students? The coach helped the students to achieve more in less time. Now, if the student tries to do it on their own without a coach, you will still achieve it. By the way, it's not like you will not achieve it. You have the capacity to achieve it. But the problem is you will achieve less in more time. Do you want to achieve more in less time? If you want to achieve more money in less time, if you want to achieve more success in less time, if you want to achieve more happiness in less time, if you want to achieve more love and relationships in less time, it's possible. Only when you have a coach, because it's the coach who teaches you that path. Because a coach is someone who's seen that road already and can tell you, okay, instead of doing trial and error with your life, just go from here to here in this direction, and that's how you can achieve more in less time. I'll give you a good example of that. GPS. What is a GPS? Nowadays we use Google Maps, right? A Google map is nothing but a coach who says, go here, then go here, then go here, then go here. It helps you achieve more things in less time instead of trying to make all those decisions on your own. How many of you have tried this? You thought you know the roads better than the Google Maps, and you tried and you got stuck in the traffic and you said, Arre yaar, I should try Google Maps next time. You thought that you knew better than the Google Maps and you tried it yourself and you got late or something went wrong or you went through a traffic road and you realized, Arre yaar, I should have tried Google Maps. Google Maps from the satellite view knew the whole road. I should have just simply followed the pathway. Clear? So number one reason, if you want to achieve more in less time, get a coach. Point number 2, very important. Stop being stuck and start growing. Stop being stuck, start growing. The biggest problem with human growth is this: we keep getting stuck. We keep getting stuck. The problem is not that we don't grow. The problem is we keep getting stuck. Example, how many of you've tried weight loss and you keep getting stuck? You progress a little, then you get stuck again. You progress a little, then you get stuck again. You progress a little, then you get stuck again. How many of you've experienced that? Or if you've experienced that you start something and you get stuck again, and then you start again, and then you get stuck again. Why? Because after you get stuck, simple example, you're driving a car and suddenly your car goes into a pit hole and it gets stuck. Now, when your car is in a pit hole, at that time, you need some help to get your car out of that pit hole. Such a huge car, such a huge life, such a huge goal you have. If you get stuck, you need some support to bring yourself out of that stuckness. The best way to do that, to stop being stuck and to start growing in life again and again and again and again, is always to have a coach. Because whether you are an ordinary person, whether you are an extraordinary person, doesn't matter. We all get stuck. We all get stuck in life. Doesn't matter who we are. We all get stuck in life. And when we get stuck, if you don't have a coach, you have to somehow try to remove yourself from that stuckness. The problem is when we try to remove ourselves from that stuckness, we remain in that stuckness for very long time. Some people don't even come out of that stuckness and they never grow after that. People who break up in relationships take years to recover. People who get, let's say, they fail in business, they take years to recover from a business because they keep thinking, I will do it on my own. I will do it on my own. I will do it on my own. How many people have tried this? You keep telling things like, I will do it on my own. I will do it on my own. And what happens? You keep being stuck. Have you made the same mistake that when you needed help, instead of going to a coach, instead of finding someone to remove yourself out of that stuckness, you thought, I will do it on myself, but you couldn't do it and you remained stuck? So that is why always have a coach, so that the moment you're stuck, see, are we going to get stuck? Yes, we all are going to get stuck. But the moment you're stuck, your mind should say, okay, coach, what do I do? Now the coach will just give you a hand and pull you back. That's what you need a coach for, because we will get stuck again. It's not like we don't have knowledge. The problem is not knowledge. We need someone to support us almost every time we get stuck in life. We all need support. Doesn't matter who you are. Even I need support in my life. Even I have coaches. Okay, so that is the second biggest reason you need a support. You need a coach in your life to get support. Point number 3 is very important. This is one thing you cannot do for yourself. It's called achieve the impossible. Everyone write this down. Achieve the impossible. What do you mean by achieve the impossible? Whatever your mind thinks is impossible, you can achieve it if you have a coach. I'll give you a very simple fiction example. Have you heard about this story of Rocky, which is actually based on a true life story of a boxer called Muhammad Ali? And the movie Rocky, if you observe part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, whichever part you talk about, every time shows that he has a coach. And what does a coach help him achieve? The impossible. Why? I'll tell you why. The coach can believe in you when you don't believe in yourself. I repeat, the coach can believe in you when you don't believe in yourself. How many people here lose faith in yourself, lose belief in yourself many times, and you start having self-doubt? I'm telling you, we all go through self-doubt, even I do. Correct? So next time you go through self-doubt, do you need someone to believe in you? You do. And that is why you need a life coach. And I'm telling you again, 90% people in the world don't have a life coach. And then these 3 things become so difficult for you. Question, would you like to have a life coach? Type in 100% in the chat window if you would love to have a life coach. I made this mistake of not having a life coach for many years, and I kept losing time and losing time and losing time because I thought I can do it myself. So first, I lost a lot of time. Second, every time I was stuck for a longer period of time. Third, forget about achieving the impossible. I was not even achieving the possible. That was the problem that I was going through. Once I had a coach, I succeeded so fast, and I made a decision from that day in my life. I will never not have a coach in my life. I will always have multiple coaches. I personally believe in having multiple coaches. The fact is, the moment you get stuck in life, one or the other coach will always support you and get you out of it. That is why we need to have multiple coaches in life. So if those of you loved today's 3 points, type in loved it in the chat window. And if you did, give it a like to the video, share this video with at least three of your friends or family who you realize that they also need to learn that why we need a coach in life. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, because only then you will come to know when is my next video, what is the topic. All those details will come to you only when you like the video, and most importantly when you subscribe and hit the bell icon.